Here on Blood Run, ZTN as the first map and match of today's Quake Live quarterfinals. Looks like av3k is going to get the rocket launcher yellow mega spawn. Noctis is going to get the red and plasma yellow spawn. Both players electing not to offset the times at all. Noctis going to get railgun and take a rail for his troubles. Both players sneaking around now. Noctis is waiting for that red, and actually Noctis is going to catch av3k trying to RJ up, and does hit 2 rails on him. It's going to offset av3k's timing a little bit. av3k's actually going to take another rail, jumping down to that mega from that rail, from that red armor pit. So we're going to turn to Noctis's POV, if we aren't on him already, and see what he's going to do with the larger stack now. Just trying to sneak around these shards. He hears av3k going up those shards, hits a nice direct rocket onto av3k. It's going to do a lot of damage. He's going to be able to take this red and have enough time to go over towards this yellow. So av3k was hiding at that teleporter. That's all he could basically do. Now, Noctis is actually going to catch him going with the 225s and gets the frag. He's going to have enough time to pick up Mega and go back all the way around towards this red. So av3k able to keep control of this map while getting the frag. av3k was not able to do a whole lot of damage there. av3k was able to get both yellows and do some plasma damage there, keeping Noctis off, and some nice dodging with a rocket shot. And because of that, av3k is actually able to take control back of the map now. Red and Mega are both going to spawn at the same time, but switch over to av3k, who has a larger stack. He has a choice of what he's going to do. He knows Noctis is down below. Noctis is going to play it safe and grab Mega, while av3k is going to spam grenades there and RJ to red. Noctis is also going to be able to go get that plasma yellow, and we're going to see the other yellow spawning quite soon. Looks like av3k will be able to control this one. Actually, I was wrong. He took that one, and now the plasma yellow spawn. So Noctis barely missing a rocket, trying to rush in. Now av3k takes that that lower yellow and they both trade rails as Noctis goes through the teleporter. Noctis spamming those grenades down, and av3k actually hits one, so Noctis knows he's down there. Noctis going to jump down and try to fight av3k in an LG battle. av3k's going to win that and take Mega and red because of that win. Noctis is going to try to attack here at this red, but he's not going to be able to do enough damage there or push av3k away. So Noctis maybe with a little bit of mistake jumping down, trying to fight av3k in that LG fight, letting av3k take that Mega and that red, and now tie the game with control. av3k sees Noctis down near that teleporter, is able to get one shot on him. Noctis barely dodges those 2 grenades that are spawned up. Noctis actually with a little bit of nice rocket play there, pushing av3k away not to be trapped near that 50, but av3k still has control of this Mega and that yellow. Noctis able to sneak in and get that red. So Noctis needed that red for him to stay in. Does take 1 rail. He doesn't want to take another rail here. He already took that 50, and av3k is waiting by those 225s, and he actually catches av3k a little bit off guard, but av3k's going to be controlling those 25s and takes the lead. So Noctis wasn't expecting av3k to be near those 225s, but that 50 wasn't up, and Noctis tried to go for it. And because of that, av3k is going to be in the lead. And now Noctis is going to try to push in. Does hit 2 direct rockets onto av3k. That Mega is up. Let's see if he can jump over the rockets. No, he can't. So av3k hits that rocket near Noctis's feet with 35 health remaining. And he's going to be able to take this lead 3-1. And gain control of that yellow. Red is spawning in 5 seconds, so continue watching av3k. av3k just trying to shoot that shaft in case Noctis is there. Noctis missing a rail from the lower portion. It looks like he will not be able to pick up that lower yellow as well. So av3k running both armor, all 3 armors right now, and he will have position on this next Mega. It looks like Noctis only with 100 health and only picking up at 50 now, will not be able to pick up Mega. av3k delaying Mega by a few seconds. Noctis going to do a little bit of plasma damage as av3k coming through that teleporter, but av3k is going to continue to get on that red and this lower yellow. A nice rail onto Noctis, and another nice rail into Noctis. barely hitting him as he's going through that walkway to that railgun. He's going to catch Noctis here and that walkway, the shards, making it a 5-1 game, 5 minutes into this map. Noctis, also trying to spam these plasma gun towards av3k, but he takes a bad rail when running away. It's going to make it really difficult for him. He's not even able to get the lower yellow or the mega because av3k decided to rush in towards that yellow instead of picking up that mega. So we're going to switch over to Noctis now and see what he can do on the back foot, down by 4 frags, 4.5 minutes to go. ZTN is a map which is much more difficult to come back on as opposed to other maps in the pool. So he's going to have to be very cautious now. He's going to need this lower yellow. He's going to have to try and make a little bit of push on there. av3k playing that smart. This upper yellow isn't going to be spawning for another 15 seconds. av3k just electing to push in, try to do as much damage as possible. Mega has spawned. Looks like Noctis will pick up that yellow. av3k's going to be able to get that mega and go all the way to red. That red has not been picked up yet. Let's see. This was going to allow Noctis to pick up the lower yellow. av3k's trying to look for the shots, but can't find Noctis before picking up that red. So av3k is still able to control that red and mega, but av3k comes from behind, sneaking around Noctis without him knowing. It's going to take up a lot of damage off Noctis down to 44 health. He's able to get those 225 bubbles, and this lower yellow isn't going to be spawning for another 5 seconds. He has to get this lower yellow, but does not want to take any damage. av3k is going to rush in and knows he's there. He picks up the mega. That is going to allow Noctis to get the red, but he misses the rocket jump. It's a big move loss there by Noctis, missing that rocket jump. He does get a rail onto av3k, but av3k with an amazing rail, jumping off that ledge and railing Noctis from behind. That could be game for Noctis. Noctis had a perfect opportunity to regain control a little bit of the map, regain that red, and he missed it, and now av3k has taken 2 frags, making it a 6 frag lead. Now with 3 minutes remaining, Noctis finally does get that mega, but he takes a rail automatically right away, and that's pretty much negated all of that. Noctis is going to have to make something happen within the next 30 seconds or so for him to have any chance to come back in this map. Just sneaking around these pillars, trying to wait for av3k. av3k sees him, though, so didn't do a good enough job. av3k hits the rail. Noctis hits one himself, but he doesn't want to trade rails from av3k here. He has to hit them without being hit at all. And av3k hits another rail onto Noctis as he tries to get through those shards. That is going to pretty much do it and secure the first map win for av3k. Looking at the accuracies here, av3k with a 64% railgun. That is just ridiculous. I mean, you really can't do a lot when someone is shooting a 64% rail over a lot of shots. Noctis only with a 28% rail and a 17% LG. av3k also with a 30% LG.